if this message finds you, this is specifically for you. You are meant, whatever it is that you've been trying to call into your life. This could be a relationship. This could be a career move in business and or literally if you work a job. But there is an advancement that is meant to take place. And in fact, I'll be as broad and call it a quantum leap. So the thing is shit hits the fan before a quantum leap comes into play. And you really have to get honest with yourself. So you are meant to have it come into fruition, 100%. So what's going on though is you are still limiting your own self. You need to be able to. So the way that that spirit is saying that you move forward to this is about the biggest self-empowerment journey that you've probably ever will experience in your entire life. And what I mean by that is this is about divine feminine energy. Whether you're male or female watching this everybody has both energies in their body. It's just a polarity. Okay. And that's exactly what's happening. There isn't enough polarity there. It's not too, when I say balance, I don't mean equal. I mean, where one needs to do more of their job and step up to the plate. Right now, that's not happening. So one side of yourself is exhausted. Okay. Like one side of yourself is not counterbalancing properly. So part of this is your human sense of self, which could either be pushing in the masculine energy like too far, or you're not embracing the feminine. I'm definitely feeling more dominant, not embracing the feminine energy coming forward. Okay. So that comes from soul self. The human self is often attached to the do and the action and the go and the push and the push and the push and a lot of the constraints. So a lot of the times when you guys start entering into this like spiritual world, you start bypassing the whole freaking human experience. And that's a problem. You're here for the human experience. You already as a soul are an enlightened being. You're here on the school of earth. And yeah, some have missions. Some souls have missions here to do and to fulfill. Those missions are not always attached to the egoic sense of self, meaning that you have clients, $11 billion in a mansion, okay? Or that you like write 17 books. Sometimes your mission, most souls' missions is the identity of yourself, okay? So lots of being really super honest with yourself about self-accountability, self-limitation. Are you playing small? Have you been denying your own power? Are you not have you still been carrying the old paradigms with you this entire time? So the way that we're going to get through this, they're saying is you're coming together with a self-devotion of yourself. Okay. But then you also whether or not you call it prayer or meditation, to me, they're kind of similar aspects, just depends on, your belief system is where you're going to have a definement. But whatever practice that you have and whatever source you're connecting to, this is definitely a time of allowing yourself to trust the universe, delivering the next step in terms of the how and the when. You're clear on what it is that you're seeking. So again, a lot of times when you're not having clarity and you just say you want money, well, the universe is also probably picking up if you're saying you want money, you probably don't have any. And it's just hearing the lack. That is the defined belief system that's going out. So we're shifting. So the thing about really big quantum or just quantum leaps in general is before it comes forward, it's generally uncomfortable. Okay? You have to face your shit. And where's my card? I lost it. Oh, there it is. You have to face your shit. Okay? You do. You have to be able to actually identify the block. Yes, there's going to be a lot of people oh, you don't need to know all that. You can bypass it. It's not going to be sustainable. It's just not. They're going to tell you that all day long, that the same people that's probably going to half-ass inside of their house instead of getting and taking the time and doing the grunt work that it takes in order to actually have the job properly completed. Say you have a leak in the roof. Well, instead of actually fixing the problem, instead of actually getting in and fixing it, it's oh, let's just put a little spackle and a little paint and it's fine. It's called avoiding. So yeah, for a while, you probably can bypass it, but at some point it's coming to get you. So this is one of these things that source is hey, yo, this is something we want to be a permanent embodiment of yourself, to where when you hop and you shift into the next paradigm, it's coming really soon. You got a little finishing touches to do of the self, okay? Of the self-embodiment, of being able to receive from the divine feminine without this push, to be able to use your voice internally Okay. Using your mind for yourself internally in the proper ways. So this isn't about like, oh, I need to prove myself to other people. No, this is not the kind of speaking up we're doing. You're not defending yourself. Stop. Like, that's not what you're doing. A lot of most of the stuff that you actually felt that was against yourself is your own, in a way, convoluted thoughts. To be honest with you. The ego is controlling everything. You're thinking that the world is happening to you instead of for you. You're taking everything super personally, and you're not embracing the polarity of life. So you must masculine, feminine, soul, human. Okay, action, being still, being present. It's not one without the other. They're together. They're a together act. And then the way that you move forward, which is where, yeah, it comes from, seems like you're making up stuff. You stay super devoted and super clear with, the most unshakable, unwavering faith where people think you're mentally freaking insane for having the belief system that you have of believing that it's true. Okay. Believing that it happens, but that is followed up. It's a follow up. It's not just like, oh, I just journaled. I'm so high vibe. Feel high vibe. Please do. Okay. But make sure you're embracing both sides of the equation. You are taking aligned action when you do act. You're coming from the state of being, meaning you're creating the state of alignment. It's coming from the soul. It's not coming from ego sourced thought, okay, that you assume is the universe. You are letting the ego is the person. The ego is those parts of the human experience. They're part of the journey. We're not getting rid of that. But when they mesh well together, that's when the beauty comes. Okay. So with that, what is some outcomes of the whole wishes fulfilled? Most of you, yeah, it totally feels money. Okay. A lot of money. Okay. So yeah, when you do this, it is something's changing. You're getting promoted and or more of something, definitely come like more and more and more. Like I'm feeling like waterfall. It's coming in waterfall, but they're saying sustaining that is the biggest thing. That's what you've been preparing for. They're tired. You don't want to do the teeter totter thing anymore, or you were never built for the teeter totter thing in the begin with, which is why like it feels like everything's like always like two steps, ahead of you. How come you haven't grasped it yet? And the universe is saying, because one, you have to face your fears. Okay. You have to get really super honest. What is going on in that brain of yours? You say one thing and do another. Oh, I'm so embodied in the soul, but why are you shortchanging the human? Both are incredible experiences. Okay. You are. Okay. You're gathering them together. Oh, no shit. To create a harmonic balance. Okay. They're uniting as one. It's a marriage, it's a partnership. So I am married, and the way that me and my husband works is like, we're very opposite. So see the ego and the soul, very opposite, totally opposite the way that they approach life. Like me as a human, I'm very more like soul, right? I'm more like in the gray area. My husband is much more human, much more dense, much more black and white. Well, the way that the human experience works so beautifully when you combine both worlds is allowing them to all co-create in one concept, okay? Like where no one is more superior than the other. Okay. So it's the state of allowance. It's the state of acceptance. It's the state of moving into. And then, yeah, in both concepts, I feel you carry unwavering faith and trust. One, your soul knows the journey that you're on. Your human doesn't know all of that plan, but you have to trust your soul that it has your back. It knows what you want. It knows what it came here for. And then the suit is having the experience. It's the vehicle and it's the car. When you quantum shift, it's basically like you bought a new car. Okay. Or you sometimes literally feel like you moved to an entirely new place. So your aesthetic can eventually change. People might be like, wow, you look kind of different. You're like, well, I didn't really do anything. Your vibration is what's actually shifting. Okay. That's what's happening here. And it's a big like, hello, you got this. You just have to believe that you have it. So allow yourself to move into states of devotion, even if it's in like, say give yourself the next 10, make the month of October your focus month to this so that you can close out the end of the year having a huge shift. It's not too late. It's not too late to call in money. It's not too late to call in a relationship, a promotion, etc. It's not too late. You do not need January to come in order for something to change. It doesn't have to be a Monday to change either. Okay. So you do have to believe in yourself. And when you do, this comes for you. Okay. This is happening. This will happen to you, but you must be honest with yourselves. You have to be. If you're not honest with yourself, like it'll feel so conflicting and it gets really frustrating for you. Okay. Like It'll be so frustrating. Why do I keep losing this card? I lost it again. Wherever, it's blocks. Okay. The runes. I don't know where the card is. Anyway, so that's that. That's your answer. You've been seeking for it. Here it is. They're delivering it to you. They're saying you don't need to hear it 17 other ways. Just face yourself. I'll go within for 5 minutes. Like, see if you're drawn to, like, say you have an ebook, you have a Kindle, a Audible, you open up YouTube outside of this. Maybe the next video that pops up might be about limiting beliefs, might be about money. Take that suggestion, feel it. Is that a yes? Go ahead and listen to it. Is there any gold that's inside of it? Did you recently join something? Are you actually implementing the content that's being taught, or are you just vicariously living on the wave on top of it while you're not really embracing it? Because again, you won't be having that shift. It'll just keep teetering, and eventually you're going to lose the wave. You won't be able to ride it for a while until it comes back again. So it's your choice. That's how powerful you are. You get to choose. The choice is in this destiny of like what you want.